Hey everybody, it's Helen Moses, and I'm here today with Nora Richardson, and she's going to talk to us in my series called Putting the Pieces Together about how my book came to be a reality. She's going to talk to us about her role as the person who designed the book cover and the interior layout for the book. We met about 4 years ago, and we have been really good friends ever since. And she has been a companion for me. She's the owner of Spot On Branding. You see her polka dots there on her scarf. She's always on brand and has taught me a lot about branding. And she has also, in the process of creating the book cover and the book layout, kept it on brand for me, which was very important. So, Nora, why don't you tell everybody first of all, thank you for being here. And then I'll just tell everybody a little bit more about how we met and what went into this process.
Okay, so thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here and right now doing this because 4 years ago this was just a dream. This was just like, just an idea that you had, and I just am so excited that I've been a part of this journey with you. But as you said, yeah, we met 4 years ago at a conference. I was so lucky to have met you and sat next to you, and it was like instant connection. We were like so like in sync, and I felt like I've known you for years. And the coolest part is that by the end of the conference, remember you walked up to me and he's like, you know what, Nora, I want you to do my branding. I've got this book idea. I want to tell my story. I've got this painting idea. I know who I want to use as my artist to commission this. And I really want you to help me with this. And I was just like so honored. And the thing is after knowing you, it just highlights the fact that what you always say you're going to do, you do. And I have admired that the whole journey, the whole time I've known you. In fact, I've actually started saying, let me channel my inner Helen. When I want to get something done, I'm like, okay, let me channel my inner Helen, because Helen would do this. She said she was going to do it. She does it immediately. So anyway, that's our story, right?
Yeah, it is our story, and it's a fun one. And we've traveled together,
yes,
right?
I was just going to say that exactly. We traveled together. And one of the coolest bits about traveling with somebody is you get to really know them. And you especially get to know them when everything goes wrong.
Goes wrong, yes.
And everything went wrong. But we laughed and we giggled and we had a great time. It was like we arrived like 12 hours later than anticipated, and we were still just like, having fun. And that shows exactly the type of person you are. So, and I just love it.
Well, thank you. And I love you too. And I love the work that you did. So please talk to people. Let me share my screen. I put up on there, you mentioned the painting that Dan Campbell, I commissioned him to create. Whoops, that's the wrong part of the screen. This is the screen that I want to do right here. There it is. There's the painting. And that Dan created, and it's called Unleashed. And then here is the final cover that you designed. And as people will notice, the painting is larger. It has more going on than the cover. You kind of zeroed in a little bit. So tell us a little bit about what you were thinking. Because let me just stop for a minute. Let me tell you, Nora always has a reason for everything she designs. She thinks about the most minute details, and there's always a reason. And every time I've asked her about it, I've been like, oh, well, okay, then that's it. That's why. And I get it. And I love it even more. So tell us what your reasoning was behind how you chose what you chose to be on the cover.
Well, a cover has to instantly grab somebody when they walk by. And so when you're looking at this wonderful painting that Dan created, you know, there's a lot going on here, but really the magic is right here in the face and in the arm. And that wonderful face and that arm is looking up. Now, as you know, it's both arms, and it ties in with your story of you singing and your arms went up and everything. And that was that time that you actually unleashed your voice, right? And so that was the start of it all. But the thing is that we don't need that whole painting of that gorgeous red dress and the movement of the painting, right? To capture what we need the person walking by to instantly get. And so it's really all about the face and that awe and the singing and that negative space right in there where you're seeing the light hit you. It's like God's light, you know, just hitting you all at that one time, and you just releasing and saying yes, right? So we needed to have that space right there, that negative space right there, to be free. And in actuality, in a perfect book, right? When you're reading something, whether it's a book or a advertising or what have you, there's a natural progression of where your eyes fall. And usually what you do is you read across, you read at a slant, you read it a horizontal again in a Z pattern. And that's exactly what I've created here, is what your natural line of what your eyes do when it's scanning something. And so the arm points into the face, everything kind of does that, and then you see voice unleashed and you're like, oh, I get it, right? Also, I made sure, you know, the dress is red. You actually commissioned it to be a red dress. And so your colors are red and turquoise. So I made sure that we had the dress that was red, so I wanted to have enough red to get that across, but also introduce your secondary color of turquoise with the highlight text. So that's, you know, that's it. Just, you know, there's a lot of emotion in this area, and that's really what's going to have somebody who's already kind of interested pick this baby up and take it home, right? That's it. So the whole painting is gorgeous. So I had a wonderful piece to use, but cropped in this way is the best way to sell you and your story.
Yeah, I just think that's so fascinating, and just skill that I needed to delegate to somebody else. It takes a team of people doing what they do best to put something like this together. And I've just been very lucky to have such an amazing team. And I'm so grateful that you are a part of it. Nora, as we've talked about, does branding. She creates branding based on story and based on, you know, getting to know the person and what they're all about. And she brought my brand to life. She had a vision for it well before I could even see it. And I'm really, really super pleased with it. And in fact, I want to just share with the people one new thing. My business is, I'm moving over to a different name for my business, which is called Speak Up Communications. And Nora has designed this beautiful little bird logo for my Speak Up Communications business name. And that's the publisher of the book. So she has a thought and a reason for everything she does. She does beautiful work. And if people are interested either in writing a book and maybe having your help with that or with branding, how would they get in touch with you?
Well, best way is to go to my website. It's spot-onbranding.com. And there's an email address, there's a phone number. So leave a voicemail if I don't call or I don't pick up. And also there is wonderful social media. Nora Day Richardson is well, I'm on Facebook, and I'm also on Instagram. And it's Nora D Richardson on Instagram.
Cool, cool. Well, y'all check out her things, and you can check out this book. It is actually available for pre-order on Amazon right now, and it's coming out on Tuesday, September 22nd. So yay! Thank you, Nora. Everyone take care.
Thank you. And thank you so much for letting me be a part of this with you.
You're very welcome. My pleasure.